Klee? That's not something to be happy about. Ah yes, Collei trying to be like Kaya. Or maybe she just hurt her eye. Either way, someone get her an eye patch. I've always thought it'd be cool if we could change the expression of our characters. They're generally quite expressive by default, however, there are a lot of poses and expressions locked to cutscenes only. Seriously, update the photo mode selections already. While those are still inaccessible to my knowledge, I did, by a complete accident some time ago, stumble upon a way to keep the photo mode expressions after exiting. How is this done? It's surprisingly simple. Please devs, do not patch this. First, select the character whose expression you wish to swap. Second, open photo mode and navigate to the expression menu. No, I'm not just explaining how to use the photo mode's expression feature. I promise there's more to this, and that's why I started this video with proof. Third, move your cursor over the expression you want to swap to, but don't choose it yet. For this to work, you have to wait for your character to do their idle animation. Fourth, when the idle animation is about to end, choose the expression and then immediately close photo mode. If it worked, you'll notice they keep the expression even when walking. The timing is a bit precise, and if you're having trouble with it, it can help to watch the character's legs. Whenever an idle animation ends, their legs readjust to the terrain they're on. This action means the animation has ended, so whatever they were doing just before then is the end of their idle. Now, if you happen to be trying this as you follow along with the video, there's a chance you've already sprinted and saw that the expression resets. Unfortunately, there are a few actions that will remove the swap. Let's talk limitations. One, as mentioned, is sprinting. If you sprint, their expression reverts back to normal. Another action that'll do this is attacking in any form, including elemental skills or bursts. If you remain still for too long and their idle animation starts, that will reset it as well. Also, it's not entirely a perfect swap. You'll notice the character momentarily switches back to their default expression whenever they blink. It's kinda funny looking. If the action wasn't mentioned,
that hurt a little.
assume it'll work. Meaning, for the things you can do, you can go for a swim, and even use the faster swimming. Soar across the skies with your glider. Or even climb. Feel free to leap up those walls, too. Want to teleport? Using waypoints is a-okay. Character gets KO'd? Not a problem. For the expression swap anyways, it'll still be there when you revive them. Poor Collei had a run-in with those poisonous mushrooms she's always worrying about. If you're fed up with not being able to sprint, you can switch to another character and have them do the sprinting. The swapped expression will remain on the character and will be visible again once you switch back to them. By extension, this means you can swap multiple characters' expressions and save them by swapping to another. Can swap all four if you don't care about sprinting, or keep one of the four for running around. However, do note that removing a character whose expression has been swapped from the party via the party setup menu will reset it. One other observation made while testing: character expressions swapped via photo mode do not show up for co-op teammates. Even when using photo mode normally, others cannot see them. What a bummer. Not sure why we're allowed to see them pose, but not allowed to see them smile, frown, or whatever else. Takes a bit of fun out of it. For your verse, just let me go into co-op and traumatize players with this scary shingling face. The technical stuff out of the way, let's take a look at a few examples, starting with my favorite of the bunch, Smug Diona. One of these days they'll hopefully add every expression option to every character, because I'd really like to see some of the other characters trying to make this face. Xiao in particular would be hilarious. And then there's Fischl. They call this one confident, but really it just looks like someone royally ticked off the prinzessin. Winking Barbara is... this one suffers a lot from the momentary blinking reset. Very awkward. Yoimiya, too. It's like she's grinning and bearing whoever it is that's annoying her, and constantly peeking to see if they've gone away. Perhaps you've noticed Collei's expression in the opening of the video isn't an option in photo mode. That's true. Some characters have other ways to swap expressions. For Collei, this is done by pressing and holding the attack button to enter aimed shot mode, and immediately releasing and jumping to cancel the animation. The arrow must have fired off for it to work, although the timing is tight, and sometimes, even when the arrow fires, it'll have failed. To my knowledge, entering aimed shot mode the other way will not work. It has to be done by holding the attack button. If all is done right, she'll keep that eye shut. I noticed this expression doesn't briefly reset when she blinks, and that it seems to not work with all archers. I was able to get Aloy to, but I couldn't get this to work for Amber, Diona, Yoimiya, Kuchosara, Venti, or Tighnari. And since Fischl's eye is covered, unsure about her. I'd be curious to know which other archers it works for, so if you happen to have Child, Ganyu, Yelan, or whoever else not mentioned here, let me know in the comments if you get it to work with them. And if you want a simple, smiley klee without messing with photo mode, simply hit attack and jump simultaneously. The easiest swap to do, and the only Catalyst user I found who can swap like this. She'll now have an open mouth smile until it's reset by attacking or sprinting. As a added bonus, unlike swaps done via photo mode, other players can see your smiley klee or frowny collei and Aloy who've taken a hit to the eye. Smiley klee is so simple to set up, there's really no excuse to not have her be smiling all the time. Anyways, just wanted to share this neat little trick. Would be cool if one day we could just select an expression and it stays, but until then, or at least until it's patched, which I seriously hope they never do since there are many other actual issues they could be addressing instead. Anyways, until then, this is the best it gets. Oh yeah, did I mention it works in cutscenes? If you set up the Traveler before entering a cutscene, they may have the expression when it begins. It's very hit or miss. And if there's something that changes the Traveler's expression during the scene, such as them getting surprised, it'll be reset. Still, I imagine with all the cutscenes in the game, there has to be at least a handful that'd be quite silly with the Traveler constantly smiling. To be honest, it's kind of unsettling when they look around with that smile. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe are most welcome. And if you're interested in seeing more cool finds or strange mechanics in Genshin Impact, I've got a few other videos that may interest you. From messing with NPCs like Yanfei or Rana, to see what kind of trouble we can get into, to completing the Abyss on level 1 characters without artifacts and with 1-star weapons, there's a lot. And that doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of everything covered in my Traveler Only series, Traveler-san, where cool mechanics and breaking the game are plentiful. This is Musashi, signing off. Till next time.